Yo, hello everyone. Can we all hear me? Oh, amazing, amazing. I never thought this would work. Well, I'm glad to know that. Uh, yeah, I'm glad to know that it's working. I thought I had to. I thought I had to get um to the mark of 50 subscribers before I could go live stream. I didn't know it would work. So this is just a testing. So we might be coming up here soon, showing up more, or showing up more frequent than now. But hi, it's 4:55 a.m. You know, all those random midnight thoughts. It's just popped, pop, and I was like, let's do it. So yeah, just like the title, $1 billion ideas. So I know right now there are no much persons on the call, but definitely gonna be listening to the recording much later, whether now or in 10 years. It's definitely gonna be valuable. So I'm thinking long term. But on a serious note, it's amazing to finally go live, to have a live stream. Aside events, yeah, we've hosted a lot of events where we've gone live. But personally, just going live myself, doing a desktop stream, it's the first time. So yeah, milestone achieved. So amazing, amazing. So I'm just going to be sharing some of the things I think I need to just put out there. Hopefully in 10 years, it becomes an inspiration to myself and to you too, if you're going to be watching this later. So yeah, let's ask Gemini for $1 billion interview questions and just kind of pick my brain on where my mindset is at currently. And even as I transition, I kind of measure what were you thinking, what was your mindset then compared to 5 years time, compared to 10 years time, and then I could say, oh, I've really grown in such in this area, in this area, in this area. So yeah, um, I'm doing a desktop live stream on $1 billion. Ideas. Ask me questions. Okay, so I'm about to pull up questions now. Hopefully, they're amazing. All right. This is also on a Sunday, so yeah, hopefully I'm just sleeping in church. But yeah, awful. I'm glad to do this. It's let me type it in the chat. Yay! Glad to finally do this. And yeah, you could also give any questions that you'd love me to answer. Definitely, we are upcoming, but I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. Like, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. And hopefully, I get to do this more. I'm just excited. I thought I had to wait till I'm on 50. I thought I had to wait till I'm on 50. Um, what's it called? Subscribers. It's nice. Let's just see how it looks like before we continue with the intended activities. Let me see how it looks like on my device. Let me see how it looks like. Ayomide, Iwalai, Ayomide. Okay, bye. Okay. It's gonna be weird, weird. Like, like I went live. Oh my god. Wow, it's actually live. Oh my goodness. It's actually live. Okay, we'll be doing this more often. More often. Okay, we'll be doing this more often. More often. Um. Oh my goodness. Um. Okay, the echo is too much. Oh my god. I'm actually live. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm actually the only person watching this. And I'm the only like hopefully when you're watching this, please like and sub. Like and sub. Alright. Amazing. Amazing. Alright. Let's go back to what we intend to do. And another like who is currently online? Someone is watching. Who's watching? Ah, who is watching? Oh, another person just give you like. Just keep giving thumbs up. Just keep giving thumbs up and subscribe. Yeah, get me to let's get the first 1K, 1K subscribers. But this is lovely. Uh, loving this. Amazing. Also, this is a chill live stream. Not like speed. Just we're here to just do our thing. Yeah, basically. But it's lovely to do. Let's just get right into it. Let's just get right into it. All right. But amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. And yeah, let's get right into it. So I asked Gemini for some questions. For some questions. It says, here are thought provoking questions designed to spark deep, engaging discussions on your live stream. I'm also intrigued. We're all hearing this for the first time. That they are structured across 5 year implementation disruption and 10-year generational shifts and new realities horizons. All right, before I move into the questions, for those that do not know me yet, let me introduce myself officially. I'm Ayomide Walai, privileged to be in your face. Yeah, from originally from Nigeria, and yeah, I'm currently also the global executive director of the MEI Foundation, which is also my foundation, which I founded to reduce extreme poverty in the global south. Our headquarters is currently in Lagos, Nigeria, and we currently have about 50 country chapters. Most of them are like online communities at the moment. About 47 of them are online communities, while three have physical structures in Nigeria, Ethiopia, and then Kenya. Those are the three countries where we have physical structures. The rest are more of an online community. But we hope to keep growing, keep growing, keep growing. Right now we have about 100,000 reach globally. 100,000 reach globally, about 6,000 lives impacted so far across our initiatives. We started in August 2022. This August, in theory, it's going to be August 2026. That's 4 years. Amazing. I'm privileged, even though last year we kind of went on hold because I had to serve my home country, Nigeria. So basically, we're also sorting that out where we're creating systems, whether I'm there or not, things work. So we're also doing putting that in place. Um, Aside that, I'm also a creative director of a fashion brand, Bolich there. Definitely part of the reason why you can see the title on $1 billion ideas. Definitely, I look forward to seeing the brand become as big as Louis Vuitton, as big as Christian Dior, Balenciaga, Chanel, all of those big brands under the LVMH conglomerate. So something similar. But we are kind of revolutionizing the range of costs because in Nigeria, from our past experience and from observation and market research, most most consumed apparel goods are. Sorry if I'm waffling. My apologies. I'm just trying to introduce myself. Sorry if I'm waffling. Sorry if I'm yapping. I just want to introduce myself so we get to know each other. Also, you could, when you're watching this now or later, I would love to type in the chat. I'm going to respond to them and use that as my next live stream idea. So please just hop in the chat and just type in whatever it is that's coming to your mind and let's learn together, let's grow together. We're here for the long term. I'm not here to just pop off and I'm here for the long term. And like I said earlier, I'll be doing this more often. I'll be doing this more often. All right. So for the clothing brand I mentioned, or a luxury retail and luxury good brands, um, definitely we're looking forward to doing amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Um, we're revolutionizing um, range and cost. For my experience, like I mentioned earlier, most consumed luxury apparels or luxury goods are second-hand. In Africa, in Nigeria, in West Africa, they're second-hand. Most the population we have about 250 million, yet it's just a fragment, just maybe like 1% that actually have buying power to purchase luxury goods. So we're trying to revolutionize that and show that our luxury good is affordable while we're still keeping it at a high quality. So basically, that's what I do. And across the May Foundation, also, I'm also the chair for the Africa Sustainability Week. Please just follow me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has like a well detailed summary of what I do, what I do, what I do, what I do. So I do a lot in sustainable development and then luxury goods space. So that's the summary. Sorry if it took long. Sorry if it took long to do that. All right. So now back to our question. Back to our question. Back to our question. It still says someone's watching. Okay, I hope I'm not the one. All right. So back to our question. Um, yeah, it says number one, we're focusing on autonomous and AI economy. I didn't plan for this. This is off the dome. I didn't even think I was going to go live a few minutes ago. So yeah, I'm just going to share my. Like I mentioned, we're here to grow. We're here to learn. In 5 years, I'm also going to be listening and watching this and seeing how I've evolved. 10 years, how I've evolved. What I was thinking now, how my thought process were now, and yeah, definitely. So, yeah, let's take the first question on the autonomous and AI economy. Where will the real money be made in B2B AI? Mm, mm. Where will the real money be made in B2B AI? That's business to business. All right. I'm still learning on this aspect. I'm still, I'm still learning a lot on this aspect. Please just a minute. All right. I hope that was not distracting. All right. So, where will the real money be made in B2B AI? Right now, like I mentioned, I'm still learning, but from my observation on LinkedIn, and I'm following people like Stephen Bartlett, who invites tons and tons of experts to come and speak. I also follow Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum. I follow some people, but I believe where the real money will be made in B2B AI. Is it building the underlying foundation models or acting as the specialized integration middleware layer for legacy industries like supply chains and healthcare? Where would the real money? I think B2B AI, that's business to business. I, for my own, I think it will be in automation of work development, like how the future of work, basically the future of work. I, from my own perspective or from my own observation, I believe where the real money would be in B2B AI would be the future of work, whether because a lot of people, a lot of CEOs, a lot of founders love to cut costs when it comes to their employee. If there's a chance to get the work flow automated, they will do that and fire people. So that's, I think, where the real money would be the next 5 years, the next 10 years. Workforce automation and workforce development and possibly AI replacing jobs. Yeah, we've all been hearing this for a long time. So I believe that's where the real money would be. Alongside, um, this is from my own perspective off the dome. I didn't research before now, just share my perspective. And I believe um, real money made in B2B AI. I think data centers, just like how Larry shared. I can't remember his full name, but O'Leary, and I don't know if we all know him. He's definitely he's part of the Sharks. Yeah, Sharks. It's part of the Sharks on ABC Shark Tank. O'Leary, I think he mentioned also data centers. Those who control data centers would definitely control 50-70% of the world's. It becomes like a gold mine or diamond mine. Data centers, building data centers, and the race to having super intelligent AI. Yeah, super intelligent AI, not just Gen AI, generative AI like ChatGPT. Is the race towards super intelligence AI. So I believe this is some of the things we should be looking out for from my own research, from my own studies so far on B2B AI. There's still a lot more. We could also make our research on that. So what consumer behavior shifts will unlock the next customer tech unicorn? Will it be screenless AI wearables, personalized synthetic media, or autonomous personal agents handling our daily financial transactions? You can see some of things I was already mentioning. So, what consumer behavior shift will unlock the next consumer tech unicorn? Yeah, definitely. Um, Companies, fintech, edutech, they are being founded as solutions to problems. So, and definitely problems are the behaviors of people which these companies are trying to solve. So, what consumer behavior shifts will unlock the next consumer tech unicorn? What consumer behavior shift? I think right now people want things much more easier, just from a click of a button. They want things being delivered to their location. I think there's now the drone happening. I follow streamer, so I think the drone have like you could order via a drone. So all of those things are now like one of the major consumer behaviors. Right there, clicking and getting delivered right there in your location. We also have live shopping where you bid, just like the What's Not platform. Yeah, the What's Not platform. There are going to be more. Whatnot, I think right now, Whatnot is dominating the market in live streaming sales. Definitely, there's going to be more coming up from Asia, from the US, from Europe, and then from Africa. Africa, watch Africa. Africa is coming. We're coming. We're coming. Definitely by 2030, by 2065, we're going to be one of the largest continents in terms of population. So, yeah, consumer behavior. People want things fast. They want things now, and yeah, they want to connect. They want to connect. So it's going to shape the next consumer tech unicorn by delivery. Yeah, delivery and logistics. Tech unicorn on speed. Yeah, speed of delivery, speed of execution. These are consumer behavior that will shift the next consumer tech unicorn. Also, for that, if I'm saying some words that are kind of high, consumer tech unicorn is just basically a tech company that is worth over $1 billion and is consumable. Like you can buy it, you can use it, you can wear it, you can consume it. So basically, that's what consumer tech unicorn means. All right. So infrastructure and energy. How will we solve the massive energy and compute crisis with AI models and data centers demanding record level of electricity? Will the billion-dollar idea be decentralized microgrids, small modular nuclear reactors, as the SMR, sorry, or ultra efficient post silicon chips? Right now, like I mentioned, data centers earlier, and with the massive energy crisis because of the tension in the Middle East, the US and Iran issue. Yeah, definitely. It's like I think uh, in 5 years also there's gonna be serious global decline. The World Cup kind of made us pump the dopamine to just make us feel good for a while. But after the World Cup ended last week, reality is hitting back. We are back to the problems we left. We put it on hold because of the World Cup, because of all of the countries and the unity and the diversity. But now we are back to the reality that there's a massive energy crisis coming on. Massive one, massive one, massive one. So right now, the goal is to have your own energy bank. Energy bank, have your own sustainable energy generators. If it's solar, if it's wind, if it's hydraulic, just have your own energy bank because soon, in 5 years, a lot of experts have been saying this, even down to prophets. We have just 5 years. By 2030 or 2031, it's going to be serious. Go and buy lands, go and invest in real estate, um, own things that YouTube channel can go tomorrow. Your bank account can go tomorrow. Your crypto wallet can go tomorrow. Like things that are tangible that you can feel. So, like gold. Gold, where you store it is where it will remain. So something tangible that cannot be digitalized. That's 5 years. There's going to be control, massive control over a lot of the world's population. So I'm also learning these things on how to, because we have just 5 years. Energy is going to become very, very expensive. That's also where some billionaires are also kind of channeling their focus on energy. Oil and gas is still pumping like never before, but definitely secure yourself in the next 5 years. I believe you should also go and watch Prophet Hubert Angel's comment on that next 5 years. And from my observation so far, whatever I say is they will come to pass. So, for my own experience, even though I'm still learning, please, 5 years, let's get it. Let's get that million, let's get that billion the right way. All right, so what physical industry is ripe for a digital twin revolution? Is it urban planning, global maritime shipping, or cultural supply chains that desperately needs real-time operational operating system? So what physical industry is ripe for a digital twin revolution? Urban planning, yeah, I guess we're doing a lot, but I think my focus will be on maritime shipping and agricultural supply chains. Agricultural supply chains being like that's what our ancestors have been doing for thousands and thousands of years. They were farmers, they planted, they harvested, they stored. So basically, agricultural supply chains is still like one of the major industry that could have a digital twin where uh, like plants well-being are being monitored digitally. You could know the dates they're getting, like you're getting the harvest. You could do all of this automated, the fertilizers, everything being automated, and then also farming it synthetically, like without soil. So we need to start thinking of life on Mars, life here on Earth in over the next 50 years because it's going to be really, really serious. All right, so and definitely maritime shipping, yeah. But if there is crisis, if the war goes beyond what it is right now between Iran and US, the maritime shipping might be really affected. So yeah, there's also a digital twin revolution needed there. But the goods still needs to be shipped. It still needs to be shipped. So yeah, hopefully we could get innovations like the drone dropping at your doorstep and all of that. The cargos definitely we still have a lot to build, to paint. The canvas is still very empty. There's a lot of space on the drawing board, and we just need to just picture the perfect future we want to build And yeah, the earth is declining. Climate change, I've been an advocate of this for the past 4 years. It's 1.5 and above. We're burning the earth, we're destroying it. Billionaires are already building bunkers across the globe. Elon is already planning to go out of Earth, looking for another life in Mars. So it's definitely the 99% who do not have all of these resources that will suffer. Yet the 1% are the ones still making those issues. It's what it is, man. But we just have to ensure that we're not affected by this. We're not affected by these impacts. Ensure that you're you're you have proofs, like bullet proofs, not bullet, but like your impact proof, like the negative impact, you have shields to block them from affecting you really. One way or the other, it's still going to affect you, or ensure that they're not really going to affect you. That's why in 5 years, we need to get those things sorted out. What does a 1 billion air tech company look like when degree value collapses? If traditional investing degree continue losing leverage, what hyper personalized or skill verification platform replaces higher education? Definitely, this is also where I and my team are looking forward to exploring a 1 billion ed tech company. Definitely, right now, traditional university degree, yeah, right now they are losing leverage because people could learn the same thing they could spend 4 years in the uni for. They could learn it online now at the moment. So, um, what hyper personalized skill verification platform replaces higher education? Right now, I'm not aware of some. I'm just aware of about two at the moment. The HP Life by the HP Foundation. I believe it's making an impact. I think there's about 20 million learners so far since inception. We also are trying to do that because we have a goal of about 50 million um, learning opportunities created before 2030. So we're on that part and the EdTech solution part. And then we have the Open Learning Campus by the World Bank. You could also check. We could also check it out. Everyone who would listen to this later on, you could also check out the World Bank Open Learning Campus for some high personalized skill acquisition courses you could take. So yeah, right now I think yeah, making it hyper personalized on interest, on experience, it will definitely replace higher education. I'm very sure and certain of that. It's going to definitely replace higher education and skill verification platforms where I think LinkedIn already has that. For your skills, you can verify if you really have these skills. For the Microsoft Word, you could verify your skill on LinkedIn and give you to score you to give you a certain score. And once LinkedIn gives you a score, you should know it's actually the score. So there's going to be more skill verification platforms popping up soon, and there's going to be way hyper personalized programs, courses that are going to be also put in place. I'm also on that part, so definitely look out forward. Look out for that. Let me see how we're doing. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm just checking the chat now. I'm the only person that sent you and yay. Whether you're listening to this after now, I'd love you to still just type in the comment and just show that you watched it. If you really followed, whether it's for a second, because my one is kind of chill live stream. If it's for a second, if it's for a second, if it's for a minute, just type in the chat how long you joined, and I'll be glad to follow. You could also type ideas. Let's work together. Let's build this channel together. What next live stream you think I should do, or real, or shorts, or actual video. So I'm definitely going to grind and make them happen. So let's go. Yeah, let's move to our 10-year plan, and then we take it off from there. I'm just going to answer the 10-year question now. Whoa, about 30 minutes. Yay. Whoop, whoop. I never thought I was going to be live streaming now. I never thought I was going to, like, it just happened. Sporadic. Like, it just happened. I'm just here. It just happened. Like, I didn't even know. I just woke up middle of the night and just did it. Like, I didn't even think I was going to go live. It just happened. So I'm glory to God first. And yeah, I'm excited for this journey. Yeah, let's go together. Please like and sub. You didn't like and sub. All right, yeah. Hopefully by 45 minutes I should end this, and we'll catch up soon. Definitely. I'll just please just type in a chat. I'm going to be reading them, commenting, replying to them. Let's grow together. Let's grow together. Let's grow together. And yeah, definitely going to be replying to all of the comments, and let's get it. Okay. Now back to the 10-year horizon. Human longevity and synthetic biology. Yeah, we have the Neuralink already right now out there, where paralyzed individuals could make things work with their mind. I think we've had, I don't want to call them subjects, but yeah, like subjects. Yeah, we have some. Is that the right word to say? Yeah, some people who have been tested with the product. The neural link will be inserted into their brain, and they run a lot of tests, and then to find out if you could actually. So for human longevity and synthetic biology, um, I'm also learning from a close distance. Amgen, um, this other Pfizer, including the Bill Gates medical research programs, and a lot is going on on the ground. A lot is going on the ground. So, what is the commercial distribution model for radical life extension? When longevity therapeutics move from lab testing to mainstream availability, will the billion-dollar business be preventative diagnostic platforms, personalized gene editing therapies, or longevity insurance? Over next 10 years, 2031 to 2036, I believe longe- longevity therapy um, is going to be of more of diagnostics. There's going to be like you could detect cancer quickly, even though some of the okay, don't let me sound okay, even though some of the diseases are being sold out in vaccines, are being introduced into the population through vaccines, but still, this is how billionaires think. They will create the problem, then sell you the solution to the problem. That's how billionaires think. They will create a problem and they will sell the solution to the problem to make more money. Their mindset is just keep making that money. So they will create the problem and create solutions to the problem. So I believe preventative diagnostic platforms are definitely going to go wild. Personalized gene editing therapies. I think that's a new thing that would kind of kickstart in 2030, where they could edit your genes. It's going to be crazy. I just hope God just helps us. God just helps us. Because the end times, I'm also a Christian, the end times as prophesied are going to be really wild. Are going to be really wild. Just ensure that we are rapturable before that time. And yeah, just ensure that we're rapturable before that time. Amazing. All right, so how will biomanufacturing disrupt industrial production? I mentioned about this when I was talking about the agricultural, yeah, the agricultural supply chains. How will biomanufacturing, lab-grown meats, lab-grown food, lab-grown rice, lab-grown, yeah, definitely it's amazing stuff. Lab-grown materials, lab-grown leather, lab-grown meat, lab-grown construction components, pharmaceuticals become cheaper than traditional harvesting. Who builds the supply chain backbone? I think right now, who is building right now is who will be building them, except for any young person that would step up, including myself. I'm stepping up. Definitely, um, lab grown materials would definitely increase. Would definitely increase. That's why we also have to kind of start watching what we are eating. They are safe and healthy, but you might not know the side effects years after. But going natural is the best. Is the best. Even though traditional harvesting, like I mentioned, they will create the problem to solve, to provide the solutions to the problem they created, so they can make money. So even though the traditional harvesting will become more expensive, um, massive production farm are going to become very expensive, and lab grown materials are going to become like the solution because it's going to be cheaper. But with that, they might be using that to reduce the world's population. So the supply chain, definitely, if we get to be a part of the supply chain backbone, then we can change the narratives. Those with the right and good intention, we can change the narrative. So instead of leaving the sector to anyone, if you have good intentions, I would say let's get into it and change the narratives. What was expected, let's change that, and let's make the world a better place instead of destroying it. Right? Climate and planetary systems. What will be the first $100 billion climate tech sector? Will it be atmospheric carbon capture and monetization, scalable ocean desalination, or climate resilience vertical farming operation operating at scale in the global south? For this, I've been involved in climate change advocacy, but a lot of young people, we don't even know how to solve the problem. We're just there to just talk about where the climate change issue. COP 31 is happening in Turkey this year. We're all there just talking about the problem. Most people are definitely not aware of how to solve the problem. So for the $100 billion climate tech sector, will it be atmospheric carbon capture and monetization? Definitely, that will be on the top of the list. How top companies, top institutions uh, would find solutions on how to trap carbon and make it useful. Definitely, carbon is a waste, but I believe I know my humans, my fellow humans. I'm not an alien. I know my fellow humans. They will find a way to make carbon reusable and efficient by capturing it and monetizing it. Like I mentioned, it's all about making these bees. So definitely, that's going to be on the forefront as one of the climate tech solutions. I believe ocean desalinization would also be there because the ocean is one of the major decarbonizer of the world's carbon emissions. So definitely there will be ocean desalinization to ensure that the ocean keeps helping us in producing the oxygen needed for the world to keep living on. Definitely, that would also be um, another sector within the climate tech that would be will be at the forefront over the next 10 years. So these two at the moment are kind of aligning with my thought process and what I perceive. So yeah. How do we monetize space and off-world infrastructure? Right now, how do we monetize? This is not a discussion for poor people. We're all wealthy. We're all wealthy. Let me prophesy. I'm also a Christian. Let me prophesy. I'm wealthy. You're wealthy. Right? It says, how do we monetize space and off-world infrastructure? Right now, this is the discussion of billionaires, space exploration, space investments. These are the discussions of billionaires, off-world infrastructures, building infrastructure on the moon, building infrastructures in Mars. These are billionaires discussion during breakfast, and definitely the random young person in Africa, they don't even know about this. So yeah, definitely, how can you be a part? How do we monetize space and off-world infrastructure? as launch cost drops towards zero, will the winning business model be orbital manufacturing, space-based solar power, or satellite-driven resource intelligence? I think I follow Will, the CEO of the Planet Labs, and they are doing amazing stuff in satellite-driven resource intelligence. The bunch of satellites are being launched on a daily basis. I can mention these are, if you like, really multi-millionaires and billionaire discussions. Definitely, we are also one of them. Why we're also having the discussion. Definitely, monetizing satellite-driven resource intelligence would be the future. People would start running the race on my satellite is in space. You would see over the next 10 years, that's going to be the next pursuit. I have a satellite in space, definitely. That's going to be next pursuit. And also space-based solar power generation. Because directly in space, there's no cloud, no rain, no this thing. So directly the sunlight, there can be power generation, and then the batteries after the orbit, um, after going around the orbit course, they're being channeled back to headquarters. And yeah, that could be the futuristic source of power generation outside of Earth. Power gen, because power is going to be a big thing. Power and energy is going to be a big thing over the next 5 years, over the next 10 years. The rising tension, or should I say the increasing tension? There've been a rise in tension. The increasing tension in the Middle East, the hoarding of energy, oil and gas. Definitely, we need to outsource more energy sources. Definitely, and I believe, yeah, monetizing off space is going to be the future. It's going to be the future. Monetizing off space through satellite-driven resource intelligence. There's going to be a race to I have my satellites in space. There's going to be a race to space-based power, solar power generations, and yeah, I believe these are the two major aspects. I believe orbital manufacturing. I do not have much idea on that, but when I make my research, hopefully next live stream, I'm going to share on that. Also, it's not going to be nerdy live stream all the time. We're going to have fun. I'm going to have IRLs in the coming months, so it's going to be fun. So this is just the first to just set the tone that this is the kind of mindset we have, and beyond that, 5 years, 10 years from now, I want to watch this live stream and then check out my thought process and compare how I've grown over the next 5 years and 10 years. All right. So yeah, how do okay, finally the society governance and money. So what replaces traditional financial networks? Now I mentioned this about getting gold. This is going to be a major thing because right now our payment systems, payment networks are going fully digitalized, and one internet shutdown could cause a massive chaos where you don't have access to your bank account, you don't have access to your PayPal, to your Zelle, to your Cash App, you don't have access to none of that. You don't have access to your Revolut. It's going to be serious. That could shut down the world in days where the banking system or the financial networks or the financial frameworks just or the internet finally just shut down. That's why we must kind of balance right now over the next 5 years, 10 years. While we are having our forte in the digital world, you should also have the natural resources also in stock. Like on a personal level, have gold, have land, have real estate. They would really matter over the next 3 years and 10 years. All right. What replaces traditional financial networks when sovereign currencies digitize? I mentioned it. Sovereign currencies where we would all have, and this is also as that's been prophesied in Revelation. There's going to be a unified currency soon where it's no longer naira or dollar or pounds. There's going to be one currency. Bitcoin's already on that track. Ethereum is already on that track. The cryptocurrencies are already on that track. But I believe soon there's going to be one unified currency that's going to also be digitalized. Definitely, that's where the mark of the beast. I don't want to sound as um, what's it called? Conspiracy theorists. I don't want to sound as that, but I believe something similar is going to come up, where there's going to be mark of the beast. Until you have this chip, until you have this app, until you have this verified in your government, you can't buy things, you can't spend, you can't travel, you can. It's coming. It's not going to look like they will give you a tattoo. No, it's going to be in form of chips, or it's going to be inserted. And when you're traveling, you just scan. You just scan with the chip inserted into your body. So that's going to be a mark of the beast, um, theoretically, where you don't like you're being monitored because you carry a chip in your body, and everyone is digitized. Like everyone has become a robot through that. They could introduce a thought pattern through the chip that is already in your body, and they control the way people think. They know the way people think. And yeah, the end of the world is here. All of this might not happen in 50, 100 years, but I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm just sharing what sort of things that might happen from my research, from learning from other experts, and from prophecy. So yeah, I'm aligning all three. So I'm not just a Christian that is dumb. I'm a scientist, expert, futurist that is also spiritual. So it's both combination. All right. So we're very smart and nerdy, and we're also spiritual and love God. So we're combining both intelligence, spiritual intelligence, and scientific intelligence, and planetary intelligence all combined. All right. When programmable money, decentralized finance, and AI-driven microtransaction become standard, what entity sits at the center of global wealth transfer? The entity that sits at the center of global wealth transfer will be those who are building now, which is why we need to build now. We need to build now. My young Gen Zs and Gen Alphas, start thinking about the future so you're not negatively impacted by it. Wealth transfer are going to be massive in 10 years to the wealthy. They're going to be transferring more wealth to the wealthy, and the poor are going to get poorer. It's facts. We just need to share this knowledge so people take action, take action, take action. Think 10 years. Don't just think of survival right now. Think 10 years, because if you survive right now and you live up to that 10 years, you still suffer again. So just endure the suffering right now and think 10 years, think long term. So even though you suffered now, then you'll be chilling. Definitely, what entity sits at the center of global wealth transfer? Definitely going to be um, the stock markets, the AI people are going to sit in the center of global wealth transfer. The people producing the chip, Nvidia, Dell, the people in charge of supercomputing, Meta, Wells, OpenAI, AI, robotics, space exploration, climate change. These are the future. So who's going to sit at the center of global wealth? Those who are building now, including myself, including yourself watching this. If you start building now, you would sit at the center of global wealth transfer. But we, since we are also spiritual and we have the mindset of God, we ensure that we transfer those wealth, we spread it. We are not hoarders. We are funnels. We channel it to the right places, to the right people, to the right community to ensure that we bring ease and solutions to communities and to extreme poverty, which is also what my foundation is currently about. Right now, we have about 1,000 volunteers across 50 countries, about 6,000 plus impact globally, about 100,000 reach, about 120 global youth ambassadors. So we're doing a lot in this aspect. You could also join us. I'm going to type in how you could be a part of it in the chat. That's for my foundation, and how you could also connect with me in the chat. All right. Final question. How will we address the trust crisis? Oh, I've had a bit of a taste of this bitters and then the bitter sweet. Symphony sky. Yeah, trust crisis. There's a lot of mistrust right now. A lot of snakes. Yeah, there are definitely humans who are snakes. They are aliens, snakes. They've allowed themselves to be snakes. And yeah, we've also created a world where we don't really trust ourselves. And I believe it's going to keep increasing. The trust gap, the trust crisis are going to keep increasing. We as Christians, because I'm a Christian talking spiritually and from my background, we can still make a change to an extent. We can make an impact in this aspect by being trustworthy ourselves. So let's make it you, not you profiling solution. Make yourself the solution first before you profile solution. So in a world overflowing with synthetic content, AI deepfakes, misinformations, feuds, hate speeches, hate videos, hate audios, automated accounts. How will a $1 billion company build an unhackable protocol for authenticating human identity and original thoughts? Oh my goodness. This is going to be the future of cybersecurity over the next 10 years. So if you're in that space, you're going to be chilling in the next 10 years. But I believe every person right now, if you're young, under 30, you should definitely have knowledge about cybersecurity, like basic foundational level knowledge, because people would have access to people's data, millions and hundreds of millions and billions of data. So building a company with an unhackable protocol is going to be really massive, and there's going to be job opportunity for cybersecurity experts, for cybersecurity analysts, for AI monitoring, data AI monitoring roles. These are going to be like the hot cake for the next couple of years. So authenticating human identity is going to be a very big thing, where before you get into a platform, you'd have to verify that you're human because AI will be literally everywhere. Artificial intelligence, super intelligence AIs are going to be literally everywhere. So authenticating human identity is going to be a very big thing, and sharing your original thoughts is going to be marketable. Like ensure you're vulnerable, because AI sometimes is just very straight, direct, non-emotional. So if you're emotional, sharing your original thoughts, your original thought process, some of the things I'm doing right now, that's the future. That's the future right there. You can see we're already thinking futuristic. That's why I'm here, because I know what live streaming will be in the 10 years. I'm also sharing with you. Live streaming is going to be a big, just the way social media was 2014, it was underrated 2014. Live streaming is currently being underrated. Over the next 10 years, you know how from 2014 to 2026, you know how social media is now. It's literally where everyone does everything, like similar to live stream. It's going to be literally what everyone does everything in the next 10 years. Live stream. Whatnot has started buying live while bidding. There's going to be a lot in the live streaming aspect. So sharing your original thoughts is going to be very marketable. Ensuring you're authentic, you have emotions, you've been vulnerable, ensuring people who can relate with you. So yeah, that's the future. Yeah, thank you very much for joining. It's almost over an hour. Whoa, almost over an hour. I'm excited to have hopped on this live stream. I myself will be watching again. So I'm going to drop some of my details in the chat so we could go over them, connect with me. If you'd love to join my initiatives, I would also drop the links in the chat. So thank you very much, everyone, for those who are watching this now, and those who are watching this later, and those who are watching this in years to come. Thank you. Keep grinding, keep building, keep doing your thing, keep breaking records, keep thinking futuristic. God bless you and peace.